The situation, however, still remains precarious in Manipur as the ordinary civilians have been found forced to pick up arms to defend themselves and their communities. But Times Now, जो सबसे बड़ी टीम है ऑन ग्राउंड, आपको सबसे पहले हम ग्राउंड रिपोर्ट चला देते हैं और आपको दिखाते हैं किस तरीके से जो लंगजा फ्रंटलाइन है, यहाँ पर आर्म्ड ग्रुप ने एक आउटपोस्ट सेट करके रखा है, बंकर सेट करके रखा है और किस तरीके से अपने सेल्फ डिफेंस में बताया जा रहा है कि वहां पर उन्हें जो वेपन्स है, जो आर्म्स है, उसे लेने में वो मजबूर हो चुके हैं। एक बार आपको ग्राउंड रिपोर्ट दिखा देते हैं। हमारी जो टीम फिलहाल मणिपुर में मौजूद है।
It's been nearly 3 months since the first reports of violence emerged, and the situation is far from normal in the state of Manipur. It has reached a point where ordinary citizens are now forced to pick up arms. Times Now is reporting from the front lines in Manipur, and we decided to closely track one such group that's fighting on the front lines to protect their community.
We are at the HAS headquarters and we are being accompanied by the Vice President of HAS, Simon, who is also leaving towards the front where these gunfight is happening, and it's even in the daytime they have to be on high alert. So in the next few minutes we will be showing you that how they are mobilized and how they are trying to channelize their resources so that at the best of interests of their people they can survive. We are in this area which is witnessing gunfire from both the sides. So we are a group of volunteers.
My father is also a retired IDS officer. Okay. He has served our country for more than 37 years. He was in the defense ministry. I'm also working as an advocate here in the district.
You're an advocate. So how was your life 3 months back? What were you doing?
It was pretty normal actually. I think most people don't know that the scenario here back 3 months was pretty normal. It was actually very exciting as well. We all thought that Manipur has changed.
When was the last time when you heard fires being shot from the other side?
It's been more than a week that we haven't heard any gunshot yet. But still, as we are all volunteers here, we have camped our outposts here as well, and even in the hilly areas as well.
Yeah.
But we are also...
So hilly terrain is one of the reasons because of which the firing continues from the other side.
Yes, yes, exactly. They are also camping out in the hill area.
Locals have also been, helping them, assisting them. You can see the teacups which has been brought by this lady as a refreshment for these people so that they can continue to guard the post here. While we were heading towards the front line, we saw these bulletproof jackets being placed inside an entrepreneur's car. And we are being driven by Femi, who is an entrepreneur, young entrepreneur, who also has employed around 500 farmers, and he has left his work because he wanted to join this fight to save his land. Which were the companies you were owning? You look to be a very young man.
We manufacture some pineapple juice, then we export pineapple also. These are all my friends.
Okay. Right.
He's also an...
You say hi to them.
Yes, he's also a businessman.
You are also a businessman?
Yeah,
What were you doing earlier?
sound service.
Sound service?
He's like sort of sound engineer.
You're the sound engineer? Okay. So that's the situation here. It's quite bizarre that these businessmen, these people, these young entrepreneurs, because no one is looking more than 30 years of age, have left their job, and they have taken the arms to protect their land. We are moving towards the front line with these rebels who have finally taken weapon in their hand, and this is the bordering area of Chudachandpur and other district, which is the conflict point for the communities. These mountains are the only place which has seen so much of bloodbath in few days. Just a short while back, last week, what we are getting to know that there was a man, a local person was shot dead, and later on his head was chopped off, and that was hanged in the middle of the village. These are the men who are armed, totally armed, ready and prepared for any kind of gun battle, which they can have it so that they can protect their land here. So in between these heavy showers, we have come to the location where the man was killed and his head was hung here. This location, it was kept here, and while we are here, we could see that these are the visuals of the disaster. We could see that there are multiple people who are stationed here. Pankaj, I would like you to come this side. On the other side is the village of the other community, the road which has been blocked by the members of the rival group. Look at this side. On the right hand side, you can see that this is totally being burned down. These are the men who are calling themselves as volunteers, who are armed, who are being located on all the routes which is leading towards the front line. While we are moving inside these houses, the small shanties which were burned by the militia group, it is quite clear that the manner in which these men have armed themselves to protect this land, and there is no government in picture which can stop them. It is very, very alarming for the law enforcing agencies. We have reached the front line, and this is the RPG launcher which has been made by locally available material. These are the pipes which were used for the fitting purposes, and these shells which are filled with explosive are also being placed here. The range could be of 1 kilometer to fire on the enemy. This is the point which has been made, the post, which is to keep a tab on the enemy which is coming from the other side. So it's certainly a war-like situation. These binoculars are being used by these people to keep a tab on the movement of the enemy. So what is the range of this RPG?
Maximum 1.5 kilometer.
So what do you keep on observing? The movement, do they fire from the other side?
Yeah, sometimes they used to fire from other side, LPG and all.
So this is to protect it?
Yeah, definitely.
So this is your final post?
Yeah.
So at this location where we have reached, this is the final post which is being used by them. These weapons is certainly something not these people could have demanded. This is not something which they demanded for the future, but unfortunately, this is what they have to use to protect their land. Till how long they are going to sustain is certainly something big which the country is looking forward to. With video journalist Pankaj Gupta, Priyank Tripathi from the front line in Manipur for the Times Network.